Welcome. Welcome to the Everything Podcast, Season 3, Episode 63, recorded on the 4th of March 2024. And in the last episode, I reviewed Season 1, Episode 1 of Friday Night Dinner, and continuing with Season 1, Episode 1, because like I mentioned in the previous episode, it'd be weird if I started on Season 2, Episode 7. Talking about Season 1, Episode 1 of The Inbetweeners in this episode. So without further ado, here's my review of The Inbetweeners Season 1, Episode 1. We have the title sequence, and Will recounts key moments of his life. Will's recounting includes moments from the series that haven't taken place yet. Will introduces Mr. Gilbert. Will talks bad about him. In front of him, some school bullies take pictures of Will on the toilet. Simon doesn't want to be seen with Will. Carly offers to buy Simon a drink. Jay embarrasses Simon. Simon introduces Will to Jay and Neil. Jay tells Simon, Will and Neil about his fake ID. Simon, Jay and Neil meet Will's mum. Will tells his mum about Jay, Neil and Simon. Neil, Simon and Will borrow money from their parents. Neil and Jay attempt to calm Simon down. Simon and Will talk about Jay's Australian accent. Will tells Simon and Neil about how he got served alcoholic drinks thanks to some help from a man called Steve. Simon, Will, Neil and Jay are in the wrong pub, as pointed out when Simon receives a text from Carly. Simon finds Carly. Carly introduces Simon to Tom. Carly and Tom leave. Will tries to convince this pub's bartender to serve him 4 alcoholic drinks. Will gets everyone evicted from the pub. Jay and Neil separate from Simon and Will. Someone threatens Will, and Will narrates the events of this episode. That is my very short review of The Inbetweeners Season 1 Episode 1, and similar to all of the other series I'm talking about, because I've already watched them at least once, if not more than that, it's quite hard to kind of remember which bit's which, so I can't actually talk about my individual thoughts. But obviously it's aimed at a particular audience, like Friday Night Dinner was, and actually who plays Will in The Inbetweeners and who plays Adam in Friday Night Dinner. It's played by the same actor, which is Simon Bird. So yes, there's some interesting information there. So as usual, let me know in the comments below what you thought about this episode if you watched it, my review if you didn't, and as always, any review suggestions are welcome, always welcome, and you can do all of that in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe, and that's it for the Everything Podcast Season 3 Episode 63. Goodbye.